Aha, recording has started. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna do a, could it be sub 1 minute, sub 2 minute tutorial on how to take a photo like this. Astrophotography, the Milky Way, basically a really good looking picture of stars. Step 1. Find somewhere with dark sky. Dark sky map. Is that it? Dark side finder? Yes. So if you go to this website, it's a great map wherever you are in the world. It will show you places with dark sky. Holy shit, most of Brazil is super dark. Okay. But if you're like me and in North America, especially on the East Coast, good luck. But um yeah, you pretty much done those. But anyways, go here. There's some dark sky reserves, dark sky parks. Algonquin Provincial Park, Ontario. And basically this is where you could get the best results. This picture was taken in, what is this? Torrance Barren Sky, Dark Sky Reserve. So find your spot and that's where you can take a good picture. But of course, if you have a location nearby that you think is dark enough, you can probably do the same. Step 2 is to make sure you have a tripod, a tripod, because while you're taking pictures of stars, you don't want your camera to shake because these things take a long time. Like on this one, the shutter speed was 20 seconds, so it was a 20-second exposure. So for 20 seconds, your camera has to stay exactly still. So you need a tripod. So right now we have a dark sky spot, a tripod, and of course you need a camera. It is recommended that you have a good DSLR. You would probably not have a good time doing this with your phone, even if you could set your settings manually on your phone. I have tried a phone shot. I'll show you that. Where's my phone shot? Aha. So this is a picture that my phone took of my camera taking this shot. And while this is in JPEG and not edited, this is what you would come up with. Some phones can't even shoot RAW, so I wouldn't recommend going with this phone. If you have a camera, good. If you have a phone, so yeah, I have a Rockinon 14mm f2.8 lens, which is what I use for this. So the lower your aperture your lens can go, the better. And focal length really depends on how much of the sky you want to capture. Because it's 14mm, I get a really wide view of it. So if it was say something like a 20mm or a 35, I'd get like a smaller crop of this picture, something like that, or 50, something smaller, like about there. Yeah. So now you have you know what kind of camera you need. Oh, also ISO. Most cameras these days, most new cameras can handle high ISO just fine without creating a lot of unusable noise. But some of the older cameras, some of the lower end models, some beginner DSLRs and point and shoot cameras do not handle high ISO very well. So make sure your camera handles your ISO levels properly. So I shot this at 6400 ISO, but you can get away with a lower number like 3200, even maybe like 2000. Depends on how dark your location is and how good your lens is. And the reason I didn't go over 20 seconds for the exposure of this image is if you go over a certain number of seconds, depending on what your focal length is, the start leaving a trail. Can I show you a star trail here? I don't have any images of star trails, but basically all these stars that are nice and crisp and dots here become lines, and unless that's what you're going for, you don't really want that. So keep your Shutter speed sub 30 seconds. F-stop as wide as possible, so the number low as possible. ISO, go high without making too much noise, and then focal length depends on what kind of picture you want. And basically throw that on tripod, go to some place dark on this map, and point your and the thing is, when you go somewhere dark on this map, you can basically see the Milky Way with your eyes, so you'd know exactly where to point the camera. Also, way rise. When is Milky Way season? Yes, there's a Milky Way season in North America. It's usually during the summer months, and then during the winter you really can't see it at all. So from end of March all the way to July, August-ish is when you can kind of see the Milky Way, and then after that it just gets bad. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Augmented reality. Wow. And that's about it. That's all the planning you need to do. It's the camera equipment, settings, and go out there and take a picture like this.